Hello, and welcome back to Taiji. Before we start, I feel like it's time for a quick reminder again. I did mention this at the start of the series, but it's been a while since then, and this does tend to happen. Things have kind of been escalating in the comments for a while, so I just have to remind you, please try and keep spoilers and explanations and all of that to a minimum, because you always have someone dropping like a super subtle, very gentle nudge that barely matters, and it's not worth making a deal out of, and then I guess people see that, and then they drop slightly less subtle hints, and then slightly less subtle hints, and we've basically gotten to the point where I'm having to, like, delete a bunch of comments of people just completely explaining every single facet of unsolved puzzles, like the ones in heaven. Don't do that. Just generally ease up a little bit on how much information you're trying to overshare in the comments, please. Even though I do complain, and I know it's very hard to restrain yourself when someone is objectively wrong on the internet, and I make mistakes and all of that. That's just part of playing a puzzle game, so I'll get there. And if I don't, then I'll probably just look up stuff myself, because by the time you see these and I read your comments, it's probably been a week, so it's not really reasonable to get help even if I should need it, even if I do specify. If I get stuck on something, I'm just gonna look it up myself. That is the only reasonable way to do it. So, thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Now, to get back to the gallery, I did notice something about this puzzle. Well, actually, I noticed something about this puzzle that I just solved, and I kind of noticed in editing that I did it in, like, the right way, but I wasn't thinking about it the right way, and that might be how we get the solution to this one, I'm thinking. Not entirely sure, but I did notice that, okay, here we have, like, this at the bottom, and we are following the up and down thing, like I thought. Here, I thought it was just, like, you know, as if we rotate the screen, and then we solve it. But that actually doesn't end up being true if we just rotate the screen, so this gets at the bottom, and this, like, rotates, then this would be at the top left, and we would just get, like, down, up, up, which we don't get. So, because of that, this is actually just flipped vertically. It's like, this becomes here, so it's actually going, like, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and that's why that's correct. So, I got the right solution, but not the right thinking, and that's what I'm thinking this might have to do with as well, that, like, maybe we just have to flip this one, like, upside down, basically, onto here. So, like, this would actually start here. So if we reset this one, we would start at the bottom, and then go up. Because this one is above the puzzle, it's, like, flipped. Because this one is above, it's flipped vertically. This one is rotated. I guess it's kind of weird that this one is, I mean, I suppose what else are you gonna do? But yeah, so we would get like going from low to high, and then it would go down to the middle, down, then down again, then up, then down here, then up, then down. Nope. Okay, I thought that was a good one. I thought that was, like, the proper solution. Let me just, like, confirm this in Photoshop as well. It is kind of nice to get that, like, visual. Yeah. Just like this is what I thought it would end up being. So, on, off, off, on, off, on. Boy, did I do that right? Let me check. So, on, off, on, off. Wait, oh god, what did I just say? On, off, on, off, on. On, off, on. No. Damn. Yeah, okay. I thought I had it with that. I guess not. Well, wait. Hold on, wait. I guess it wouldn't, because it's this one. Oh, yeah, it's this one that should be flipped, right? Because the solving field is at the bottom. So this is the one that's actually right side up, isn't it? Hold on, let's go back to Photoshop. So this part is what would be flipped vertically, and then overlaid here. And we would get, like, the opposite of what I just said. So we actually get off, on, off, on, off, off. Okay. Off, on, off, off. There we go. Okay. Alright. I was just thinking about it wrong. Yeah, I completely agree with this one. That's a pretty tricky one, but I was thinking wrong on this one, and that is the thing you have to realize, that, like, it's all based off of where the solving field is. That's the viewing angle in that sense. But again, the not rotating and instead flipping, that part is a little strange to me, because, I mean, if you imagine yourself being upside down, looking at this being the bottom, then it would be rotated, not flipped, so kind of strange, but I can understand it. So then this one I didn't think about at all. This one I still have no clue. I assume it has to be something still within the same ballpark here as, like, the dots, the relationship between the dots, because we unlocked it using this one. So it probably has a similar mechanic. I just don't really know what we're supposed to get out of this. And the fact that there's 9 of these things. And, like, I guess there are 9, like, relationships between all of these 10 half tiles in that sense, but how do we get anything from that? Because, I mean, it's not just like this goes down to this one slightly, and then down again, then up, then down, down, up, down, up, down. No, that's not it. And if we, like, shift this over instead, like, join them up again, then I guess we would get this one going down to this one, and then this going up to here, and then I guess that goes... Oh no, that would go down to this one, then up to this one, then down, down, up, down, up. There we go. Okay, that's how you do that one. Could have done that in Photoshop as well. I kind of like using Photoshop for things like this. Some people might consider it, like, cheating and stuff, but I just remember in, like, The Witness, when you're doing overlay puzzles, like the RGB room and stuff, it's just very nice to be able to, like, see things at once. I'm thinking in those heaven puzzles, maybe I would want to do that too, just so I can look at all 3 puzzles at the same time. Could actually be quite useful, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, so there we go. I do like this floor quite a lot. I like all of those puzzles, even the tricky ones are fine. And now we have an entire new floor. And oh god, what are we doing? What are we doing here? You would think the ones outside would be less complicated than the ones inside, but I don't know, maybe that's not true. Also, where's the power even gonna come from? Oh. So I've solved floor 3. Why have I not solved floor 2? What did I forget in floor 2? I did do this one. Oh, this one. Really? Oh yeah, I didn't solve this one. And yeah, I still don't know what it is. I don't know if I want to think about this one right now. Let's reset it for now, and I'm just gonna check out the top floor for now. So, how could we do anything here? Like, these look suspicious, I guess. If we consider it, like, if we're just looking from this perspective, are these, like, you know, fake perspective puzzles? Like, in a 3D world, you would just stand over here and then align this, and it would be a 6 by... is it 6? 6 by 6 grid? 6 by 5 grid. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's a 6 by 5. That doesn't work with this. Unless we do it, like... if it's, flipped. But why would it be flipped? Maybe that's just based on, like, shading or something. Yeah, I thought we would do something like... well, I guess it would be the opposite. just like that. And then this one would be... Wait. This way. And then here would just be all white. But no, that doesn't make sense. Let me just look at this one as well, since it's like so much smaller. This one is more condensed. It seems like that might be easier, but I don't know, maybe this one is harder. Maybe it's something where... Yeah, we have... Here it's like 3 wide and 5 tall. That's weird, because here it was 5 tall. Maybe it's like... It's a 2x2 grid, so like here's 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3, 4, 5. And maybe it's something where you add them together? Like, both of these sides... No, that can't be it for this one, because this one is like 5x6. So maybe it's just these tiles? That like... But then what would gray tiles mean? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so this one... I'm not sure if we should look at only the left sides, only the right sides, or like try and combine the two in some way, but I don't know how you would do that. If we look at just the left sides, I guess, as if you're standing here and looking at it in this direction, I guess, then we would get like this kind of thing, this kind of thing, and this kind of thing. That is correct. And if we do it the other way, if I imagine looking from the right, then I guess we get the same thing. Yeah, we just get the same thing. So it is something like that, but... Yeah, okay, so, I mean, this looks simple. This one looks fine. Yeah, and then this one. Yeah, I mean, that's alright. I guess the ones inside here really are simpler in this case. But now... Do we just do them like side by side? Left side here, right side here? Is that what's going on? So here we get... that, and then on the right side we get... It's all just about, like, contrast, in that sense? No. That's not it. I mean, I guess we just mix them together, in that sense? Instead of doing left sides and right sides, it's just each column, I guess. So, like, this one starts out being white, and then here we just have these white. Here we have these white. Here we have these white. This one white. These white. There we go. Okay, that is what it is. So, it's all about, like, contrast, and even though, like, it's one of those, like, optical illusions where you see like 2 squares and it's like these 2 squares are actually the same exact shade because your eyes get tricked because it's like surrounded by darker things and whatever. And like, I mean, I don't think that's actually going on right here, but it's trying to emulate that. Like, this is obviously brighter than this tile, but it's trying to like be that kind of thing. Like, for this column these are white, even though for this column this is white and these are black. So okay, I get that. So then, like, what are we doing here, then? Because I guess it would be the same thing, like, it's this tile. I mean, I suppose it's the same, so just, like, all of these are white in this scenario, and then these are white, like, on average, in that sense. And then here we have these white. Here we have the same ones white. Here we have these 2 white. And then all of them There we go. Okay. Alright. And... oh god. Now what? Okay, this seems like kind of the hardest one. Let's see... oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean... I would imagine... these count as the same. And then... these ones... and then this is kind of rough, like this one. I don't know. Not entirely sure how you can know these ones. Oh boy, yeah. Like, would that count? Yeah, this one is weird. How can you know, like, which way it'll go, in that sense? Like, in this column specifically, would this tile be considered white or black? Are these even considered white or black? Maybe this is the only black tile here, and we actually get, like, this? That seems a little strange. Nope. Yeah, I don't get these ones. I mean, here it just looks like that kind of thing, no? Yeah, it just kind of seems like in every one of these, they would just be the same in that sense. Could it just be like the overall thing that these tiles are black? I guess this one is kind of dark too. Maybe this one as well is just everything else white? That would be kind of weird. These are kind of dark, I guess. Is it just these 5? No? Yeah. Not so sure about these ones. And then we still haven't thought more about, like, the tavern floor. I have no clue what I'm supposed to be seeing there, but I guess we should take another look. It's been a while. Yeah, these feel weird to me. I can't really see any, like, average brightness in that sense. Like, it seems to be based on column to column, but that's very hard to know. Like, in this column, would this count as being dark or bright? That's just very ambiguous, I would say. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I've tried everything that sort of makes sense to me. That is correct, apparently. I mean, I'm just guessing, really. Like, okay, on this column, I guess this is the brightest one, but why would this not be considered bright compared to these ones? And in this one, you could make an argument that these 3 are also bright? Yeah, I can't say I understand these at all. So I guess it's something similar here, but how? So, like, this one is bright, obviously. these two? Just this one? This looks pretty bright too. I mean, again, I don't know if it's based on the column or the puzzle as a whole. It seems to just be the column. Like in the second column, I guess the top one is the brightest one in that sense. I guess this one isn't that bright in this one. Hold on. So like in this column, this is the brightest one, and the blue is also brighter than the white. I mean, this is also kind of brighter in that sense. And here, I guess it seems to be these three. And here, I guess it seems to be these three. The second column, maybe that's just all black? Yeah? No idea. Like, I don't know if you were to, like, Photoshop this and just get the, like, absolute color. Just, if it's closer to black, make it black. If it's closer to white, make it white. And just see what happens. But, I mean, I guess it's relative depending on the column, so that probably doesn't work. Yeah, there's always, like, one or two puzzles per floor here that I just find very strange. I just can't really imagine how you're meant to see any of the stuff that you're meant to see. It just kind of feels like guesswork. Hint, do not explain how this puzzle works. I'm not asking for that. Don't do it. Maybe we're just, like, making the shape of... Like, if it's based on just the wall here, and I just have to make, like, a 3 wide, but how tall? 3 by 6? Can I even do that? You know, like this kind of thing? That's incorrect. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, also, when we start this one, if we start the second one here, it resets the other one. So yeah, they're like, you have to complete one before the other one. Are we, like, trying to link them up in some way? Yeah, I guess I'll leave it off here for today again. I'm still stumped by this floor. Again, there's like one puzzle per floor that's just a little extreme compared to all the other ones. But we'll take a look at it next time, otherwise I'll just go elsewhere. We have that tree to check out, the mirror tree as well. I'm gonna see if I can figure that out, because again, like I mentioned many episodes ago, there was something I noticed in the reflection. So, we'll see. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you then.